So the comment that I get the most on TikTok is people asking for tips and tricks on how to land a remote job. And I do have videos on this on my TikTok page, but I wanted to record this video so that I can have a designated place that I can reference and send people to watch this video, because I really don't want to record any more videos on this topic because I have done it already. So I am recording this video today and I'm going to give you guys all of the tips and tricks to land a remote job. So whether you are a nurse, whether you are a nurse practitioner, these tips are going to help you in your job search. So just to give a quick introduction on who I am, my name's Unique. I am a registered nurse. I have been a nurse for 10 years. I have been working from home for the last 4 years of my nursing career. And I've been sharing my journey on TikTok, and that's kind of where I post, but maybe I'll start doing some more long form content as well. And so I've been sharing tips and tricks on my TikTok page. So I have also helped nurses in the past doing resume reviews, doing resume revamps, just trying to be of service and help nurses land these remote jobs, because getting this remote job, working from home, has been life-changing for me. So I know that it can be life-changing for others. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing is that you want to do your research. There are various different nursing roles. I can name a couple. There's triage nursing, there's virtual nursing, there's case management, there's telehealth, there's utilization review. There's so many different roles. And so you really want to do your research and make sure that you understand the different roles, understand the skill sets and the qualifications that they require. And some of them even offer various schedules, such as 9-5, or some positions you're able to get 10 or 12-hour shifts. So you really want to do your research. This research is going to help with your job search. So it's really important to do this research. The second thing is that you want to narrow in on your target role. This is also very important, because I have a lot of nurses that reach out to me. They're like, oh, I've been applying to remote nursing positions and I haven't had any luck. I'm not hearing anything back. And oftentimes it's because they're applying to positions that they don't necessarily have the skill set for or the qualifications for. So that's why doing your research is very important, so that you can apply to the positions that align with your current skill set. I am giving these tips so that you can have an efficient job search, so that you can land a remote position within 90 days. I hate to see the nurses that are online and they're like, oh, I've been applying to remote jobs, and a year later they're like, oh, I finally landed a position. I don't want that for you. I want you to land your remote job within 90 days. So apply to the positions that align with your current skill set. That is my tip. So find the role that aligns with your current skill set, that aligns with your desires and what you want in your life right now. This also helps with optimizing your resume, so that you're not having to do so many different resume versions, or have so many versions of your resume. This will help as well. So the third tip is to optimize your resume. So now that you know the role that you are going to focus on, that you are going to apply for, now you can optimize your resume. So optimizing your resume, this could be a whole video in itself, and I do plan to do another video on this. but I will just keep it basic as far as optimizing your resume. The first thing is making sure that your resume is ATS friendly. So ATS is an applicant tracking systems. Many companies use applicant tracking systems to screen the resumes. So if your resume is not formatted properly, it's not going to get past the applicant tracking systems. So formatting your resume looks like no columns, no pictures. You want a simple format that reads from left to right. So this is a very simple, straightforward resume template. And then also, you want to make sure you have the proper sections on your resume. So you want to have like your name and your information at the top. You want to have your professional summary. You want to have your skills. You then want to move into your work experience. Then you want to have your education, and then your licenses and any certifications that you have. Those are the most important sections that you need to have on your resume. Also, removing any non-nursing experience from your resume. So if you was previously like a pharmacy tech or anything prior to being a nurse, make sure you take that off of your resume, because you want your resume to focus on your actual nursing experience. And when you're going from clinical to non-clinical, the stuff you did prior to nursing, like even though it's in the medical field per se, like if you were a CNA, you were a tech, it's not really that important when it comes to applying to non-clinical roles. So take it off of your resume. You also want to keep your resume within 2 pages. You don't want your resume to be longer than 2 pages. So take off any irrelevant experience, take it off of your resume. Again, I said I was going to do a detailed video on this. Like I can really go in on the resume tips. But yeah, so let's move on. Also, quick little thing. You can use ChatGPT for your resume, but if you're not familiar with using ChatGPT, I mean, it is something that you can learn, but oftentimes nurses come to me for help because they have used ChatGPT with their resume and they're still not hearing anything back. They're still not landing interviews. So there's a right way to use ChatGPT with your resume and there's a wrong way. And oftentimes people really don't know how to use ChatGPT, and so they're ending up with cookie cutter resumes that are super generic and looks like you completely copied and pasted your resume from ChatGPT. So that is what you don't want to do. You do not want to just copy and paste. I'll tell you that right now. If you need help with your resume, if you know your limitations, you need help with your resume, check out the link in my bio. I do resume reviews and I do resume revamps. So if you need help with your resume, go in there. So the other thing is, like I was saying, once you narrow in on your targeted role, when you are optimizing your resume, like let's say you want to focus on triage nursing, you want to apply for those positions. Once you optimize your resume once, you really should not have to do it again, because you're only applying to triage positions, triage nursing or telehealth positions. So you're only applying to positions that align with that skill set. So you should not have like 5 different versions of your resume. You should really be able to use one version of your resume. And man, I feel like this video is so long already, but anyway, so you shouldn't have to have 5 different versions of your resume if you know what it is that you want and you know the position that you are going to apply for. So to move on, Now you can start applying to positions. So you got your optimized resume, you're gonna start applying. So of course you have LinkedIn, you have Indeed, you have Google Jobs. Those are all places where you can find remote nursing jobs. You can also go directly to the different health insurance websites. So like Blue Cross Blue Shield, CVS, Aetna. What else do we have? We have Humana, we have United. So, you can just think of all of those different health insurance companies, any health companies like that provide healthcare. You can, just think off of the top of your head, and you can go to the websites and check out the jobs. Now, if you want a shortcut, you can download the link in my bio. It has over 65 websites that offer remote jobs. So you can do that as well. And then lastly, once you start landing your interviews, to prepare for the interview, you want to make sure that you are doing your research on the company. You want to make sure that you thoroughly understand the role that you're applying for. You want to prepare a list of thoughtful questions to ask to show that you are engaged, to show that you are really interested in the position. And during the interview, you want to be able to showcase your skills and demonstrate your understanding of the role. And then after the interview, make sure you send those follow-up emails, those thank you emails. I never did this, but I did it the last time I was looking for a remote job, and I ended up getting the job. And I think it was because of the email. Or I think the email helped. So definitely send those follow-up emails. And then lastly, I know this video is already like 13 minutes, but lastly, the biggest issue that I see with nurses who are applying for remote jobs is that they're applying for positions that they don't have the skill set for, or they've only been like a nurse for 2 years and they're applying to the wrong positions that require more experience. So you have to do that assessment of like where you are in your nursing career, how much experience do you have, what are the skills that you have, and then from there, kind of tailor your job search. This is going to save you time, and this is going to hopefully help you land a remote position within 90 days. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, comment below. I will definitely do a follow-up video, and make sure you like and follow for more.